Good morning, everybody. This is Chip. I'd like to talk today about why liking and sharing is so important with a crowdfunding campaign. Liking and sharing has been a thing in our digital world for many, many years. On platforms like Facebook or any of the social media platforms, liking and sharing, if you see something you like it. If you want to share it with your friends, just share it. And then over time, things go viral. Now, with a crowdfunding campaign, it is essential for the campaign to go viral. That way, the law of averages takes over. If you have 100,000 people look at a website, it doesn't mean 100,000 people are going to respond. But it does mean that you might get 1% to respond, like I've mentioned before in my previous videos. That's important, especially with a crowdfunding campaign. My personal campaign that's going on right now, the momentum is very, very slow thus far, but we still have a very, very long way to go. And that's why it's important that you like and share. Now, I know a lot of people can't afford to donate. I get it. We're in tough times right now, hence the purpose of why I'm doing this and why a lot of people have these crowdfunding campaigns going is because of some kind of adversity that hit them and they're asking for help. But if you cannot donate to the cause, what you can do is like and share. That doesn't cost you a penny. It just takes a few moments of your time to do so. Like and share. The more people who like and share, the better it is for the campaign. So I encourage you all to like and share this video and like and share the links that I have down below. Now, I've included all of my links in this video, the links to my Cash App, to my Venmo, and the link to the GoFundMe page because I need help, folks. I'm not kidding around. Things have been rough. They have been absolutely rough. On September 5th, tomorrow it'll be exactly 1 month. I was in a car accident. My car was totaled, completely totaled. I am a full-time Lyft driver. Think about that for a minute. My income, my source of income, everything went and that sucks. That's why I'm doing this, folks. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to make some big facade about what's going on. This is very, very, very real. I appreciate the donations that we've received so far, but we have a long, long way to go. So if you're unable to donate, please like and share the videos with your friends on all your social platforms, all the social media platforms. The more people who do this, the more people who will see it, and the better the campaign will be. And I need some help. We need some help here. And that's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm not here to sugarcoat it, like I've said. This is a very, very, very pickle of a situation. I've got a rental car right now through Lyft, and I'm going to talk about that for a minute too, because a lot of my clients ask me if using the rental program, if it's worthwhile for Lyft. Well, I've only been doing it for about a week now. And based on what I've experienced so far, I'm going to say no, it's not. It's not. And the reason I'm going to say no, it's not, is because you have to pay for the car first, and then you get paid. But the problem is, they only give you half of your normal wages, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no unless you're making $1,000 a week, where you can afford it like that, where you can afford to take that kind of a hit, then you'll make money. But it's taken me. This is my third day just trying to pay the cost of the car, and I still have a ways to go. I don't know if I'm even going to hit that today, which is another reason why I'm doing the crowdfunding campaign. I'm trying to raise $15,000 so I can do some things like pay cash for a brand new car. Not a brand new car, but another vehicle. It'll be a used car, but something dependable, something I can get back to work with. And I'm also looking for a regular job. I can't believe I actually said that, but I am. I am looking for a regular job. The problem with a lot of the regular jobs, the emails that you get, you run into all kinds of problems with them. Has anybody ever experienced one of these things where you get what you think is a live interview, and you think it's the HR manager at a said corporation? They tell you that's who it is, And you go on and 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 on. And then say, we're going to send you a check to buy equipment, and the check's fake. Or they say, you're going to have to buy $250 worth of tracking software or some other kind of, for better words, shenanigans. Because any real job that was a real company wouldn't be asking you to pay up all that money or send you a fake check that you deposit in your bank account for mobile deposit only. Now, I've never done that. I've received these fake checks before, but I'm smart enough to know that you look at the routing number, and get this, guys, you're going to love this. When you look at these fake checks, a lot of times the routing number isn't there. Think about that for a second. What did they do? They take the check number up in the upper right-hand corner and put it where the routing number is, because most people don't have the sense to check that. Now, the way that scam works, it's very, very simple. What they want you to do is they want you to deposit the fake check into the bank account. And then they tell you, oh, we sent you too much money. You need to send some of it back. So, yeah, it is going to deposit initially, but then it's going to bounce. By then, the naive people who don't know what's going on have already sent the money back to the company. And guess what? They made money and you got screwed. That's what they're in the business of doing. Okay? And also, if you get a lot of these Skype things, I can tell you this. If you get the email, it's going to say, oh, good day, Charles. This is such and such and so from whatever company it might be. And the actual scripting of the email is exactly the same. The only thing that's different is the name of the person and the name of the company. Everything else is the same, including an ID number that you'll need for the Skype interview. Okay? And they even go as far as saying that they're the HR manager for said company. I did one last week where I actually called the company to make sure the HR manager was this gentleman's name. And they said, yes, he is our HR manager. Da, 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 da. So I thought I was actually talking to him until he said I got to pay $250 to buy tracking software. And that's when I blocked him and said, go jump in a lake, pal. I didn't really say that to him. I just was like, that was it. I'm done, But what I'm getting at, folks, is there's a lot of crap in our world. When you're looking for work, the best way to do it is to go on the online websites of said company and click careers. Okay? That way you'll see what kind of jobs are actually offered through said company. Every company has a website. There's none of this shenanigans. There's none of this Skype BS. That's another thing. If they want to interview you on Skype, run for your life. Just run for your life. Because it's not the person you think it is. It's somebody saying they are that person, but they're not. They're just trying to do what I described earlier. They're trying to get you to to put that fake check in your account or buy software that you don't need or some other kind of BS. But they have no interest in hiring you. They just want to make that money. That's it. They want to scam you out of your money. And thankfully, I'm smart and I know how these things are played. And after getting 6 or 7 of these emails, and they all are worded exactly the same, except for the company name and the name of the person. Other than that, they are word for word exactly the same. And the interviews are exactly the same. First, they start talking to you. Then they ask you for your qualifications to fill out like 10 different questions that they ask you. And then they say, give us about 10 minutes. And they come back and they say, you've been hired. Yay. So you think you have a freaking job. And that's when they send you the fake check. Or that's when they tell you need to spend $250 to buy tracking software. What do they think we are? Stupid or something? That's BS, folks. Anyway, for a couple of months, I've run into that at least 7 or 8 different times. Now I have enough sense when I see the emails just to delete them. Again, the best way to get a job through a corporation is to go to their website and click on their career tab. That way you can see what actual real jobs exist right there on the website. There's no shenanigans. There's no BS. You can just, see what they have and apply for them. That's the way you do it. And then you follow up with them later on. But anyway, folks, I wanted to say that because it was on my mind because I dealt with one of them yesterday and it was just a bunch of BS. And that sucks. It really does. Hence the situation that we're in right now. Okay? I've been very transparent about this crowdfunding campaign. And that's the only reason I mentioned what I just did, because I don't want to see anybody else go through that shenanigans because they're trying to pry on people. They're trying to pry on people who don't know what's going on. So by saying what I just said, you guys know what's going on. So if you're approached by one of these in an email and they say, oh, yes, Mr. Such and so from this corporation wants to interview on Skype. Here is the interview number. And they give you a number for a remote customer service job because I am a customer service guy. And I want to do customer service from home, right here in my office. If I could find a legitimate company hiring for legitimate remote work where there's no shenanigans, where I'm actually a representative for the company, but I just work from this office, that would be great. That would be beautiful. I wouldn't have to drive anywhere. I don't really have a car right now, so I really can't drive anywhere. I've got the rental, but I mean, things are tough. Things are really, really tough. And I got to change direction. I mean, as much as I love doing Lyft, and I have for 4 years, I'm thinking about giving it up. Honest to God, I'm thinking about giving it up. Even though it's lucrative, and even though you make instant money and all of that, yes, I'm thinking about giving it up. Not because I'm thrilled about it. Not because I want to. Oh, absolutely not. That is not the issue here. The issue here is I'm 61 years old. On June 30th of next year, I will be able to retire. I'll be in a situation where I could retire if I feel like it. I just don't know if I want to do that just yet. But I could if I wanted to. And I'm also a very resourceful man, and I know about crowdfunding, and I know how it works. But again, the whole point of this discussion here today is the fact that liking and sharing is important. Liking and sharing is very, very important to any crowdfunding campaign. And the more people who help us out, the better it's going to be. The only way that's going to happen is for people to see the website. Because you could have a web page about anything. But if people don't know it exists, what's that going to do for you? Nothing. They need to know that it exists. So with that happy thought in mind, please like and share these videos with everyone. If you haven't gone to my crowdfunding campaign yet, the link is in the description below. My Cash App link is in the description below, and my Venmo link is in the description below. Please donate what you can if you're able to, and if not, please like and share. I thank you for your time, and God bless.